standard layouts you see.
So it's about smart design and maximizing utility within the space. That's a significant draw for many buyers today, especially with work from home trends.
Exactly. Then there's the 3BR Deluxe at 1023 SCRELT. The sources note these are the last 5 units, signaling scarcity.
Ah, creating urgency.
A little bit, perhaps. These units are also benchmarked favorably against Jadescape's 3-bedroom, which is slightly bigger, at 55 square after, and Park Colonial's 3-bedroom at 123 square after resale prices. But what truly stands out for long-term value, according to the sources, is the 3BR Premium. That's 1206 Quefta at specifically Stack 16.
Okay, bigger size.
Yes, and the sources strongly emphasize a lack of supply for new, big 3BR. They call Chuan Park the one and only one in D121319 and D20, 3BR above 1200 Squefta.
That's quite a claim.
It is. And this particular unit's prime location, less than 500 meters from MRT, further solidifies its unique position in the market.
That's a lot of incredible detail on the unit types. It almost makes you think, with that kind of specificity, are they trying to appeal to a very niche buyer, or is there a broader strategy at play?
I think it's a broader strategy, really. It's about meeting a specific market need, especially for those looking for larger, well-located units in an area with established amenities. The sources then encapsulate this comprehensive appeal through what they call a CARE framework.
The CARE framework, C-A-R-E. I like that. Sounds holistic. It provides a way to understand Chuan Park's appeal. Convenience, accessibility, rentability, and education. This is how the development positions itself. Let's break down each pillar. C for convenience.
Absolutely. Starting with C for convenience. Imagine having a supermarket and food court literally just across the road. That's day-to-day stuff sorted.
Super practical.
Very. And for more extensive options, you're just minutes away from major suburban hubs like Bishan Junction 8 and Serangoon NAX, offering everything from popular dining like Din Tai Fung or Hai Di Lao to comprehensive retail Isetan, Uniqlo, H&M, plus cinemas, public libraries, essentially all your lifestyle needs covered without straying far.
Right, so you're not isolated. You've got hugs nearby.
Precisely. Next, A where accessibility is paramount. We mentioned the MRT at doorstep at CC14 Laurent Chuan. That's a massive draw.
Can't overstate the MRT access.
You really can't. And what's fascinating is how the Circle Line, the yellow line, is described as the most strategic MRT line. Why? Because of its remarkable 11 MRT interchanges.
11.
Wow. Yeah, that means seamless connectivity across the island, which is incredibly powerful for getting anywhere. Plus, of course, that easy access to CTE for drivers.
Okay, C and A makes sense. What about R, rentability?
R for rentability. Yeah. The sources highlight the significant proximity to international schools as a major factor here. Stanford American International School, huge place, over 3,000 students, is just 2 stops from Chuan Park.
2 stops. That's close.
Very. And Nexus International School, hosting over 1,200 students, is 6 stops away. This makes Chuan Park exceptionally attractive to expatriate families, which, contributes to stable rental demand.
Good point. International school proximity is a big driver for expat rentals.
Definitely. Finally, E for education, which is a huge component of long-term value, especially for families. The sources highlight an incredible education progression along the same road, literally on Serangoon Avenue 3.
What does that mean, progression?
It means families have a seamless pathway. From highly regarded primary schools within 1 kilometer, like Yangzing Pri, St. Gabriel's Pri, CHIJ, OLGC, through top secondary schools like Zhonghua Sec, Maricela High is nearby too, and onto Nanyang Junior College, all within a very short distance. There's even preschool at Yangzing Pri.
So basically, kids could potentially go from preschool to junior college without the family having to move house.
Pretty much. The sources list 4 primary schools within 1 kilometer, 6 more within 2 kilometers, 8 secondary schools within 2 kilometers, several JCs nearby. Nanyang Poly, IT College, AMK. Even enrichment centers at NAX and United Square aren't far. It removes that common family stress of constantly chasing school admissions or moving for the next stage.
That's genuinely a peace of mind for families, isn't it? Huge. No need to worry about moving house because of schools. And that, as the sources point out, is an incredibly important consideration not just for current homeowners, but for the next resale buyer and future tenants too, ensuring consistent demand down the line. So what does this all mean for you, our listener?
Our deep dive shows that understanding a property like the Chuan Park goes far beyond just its physical attributes, the bricks and mortar. It's about appreciating its comprehensive integration into a vibrant ecosystem. Convenience, accessibility, robust amenities. It's about how it really positions itself for a quality lifestyle and hopefully long-term resilient value.
Exactly. It's the whole package. And to leave you with a thought for further reflection, the source material posed a very interesting unanswered question. Is there any convenience to healthcare H?
Ah, the missing H in care, perhaps?
Maybe. While our provided sources didn't explicitly detail healthcare facilities nearby, consider how the extensive connectivity that Circle Line access, the CTE, and the proximity to established hubs like Bishan and Serangoon. How might that indirectly enhance access to clinics, specialists, or hospitals in the wider area?
That's a good point. It might not be on the doorstep, but easily reachable.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So the question for you is, how much does proximity to healthcare weigh into your definition of a well-located home? And based on this deep dive, what